Bye. Logan with Wind and Sun. He was really helpful. We're gonna order 700 watts of solar panels and the Midnight Kid. It's a 30 amp MPPT charge controller.
You might as well be speaking Japanese. How many electronics does that mean we can run?
We should be able to run the whole boat and the engine, the whole shebang.
Step 3 of removing the tow rail from the old piece of the boat.
We just gotta remove some of the bolts and then pry it off. We'll do a little fit testing too, just to make sure that it's lining up right.
But he's already said that we're gonna make it work.
We'll make it work. It's pretty easy.
I thought it was gonna be really hard.
Looks like this 5200 is probably as old as the boat. The beetle tape didn't really hold up.
Beau 1, tow rail 0.
Yes. Now that we finished scrubbing off all that sealant, we just gotta give them a nice clean and then we can get them installed. What you doing?
Off with your head. Just measuring this for you. So we actually have the tow rails. We put them up on the boat. They fit perfectly along the edge, but just at the bow and the stern, they just will not bend in. And these guys are pretty strong, so we need to put them up in here. We can bend them using this little contraption. That's what we're doing today.
So hopefully we did a good job and it fits like a glove, but we'll see. The first time that we bent the rails, I was a little too overzealous and I bent them way too much. So we've gone back and forth probably 4 or 5 times now to try to get it right, but it's a pain in the butt.
With every sort of technique possible.
Yes, every technique's possible.
The solar panels are here! The solar panels are here!
Don't get too excited though. We'll talk more about these solar panels next week.
We finally got all the tow rails bent up. Pretty much took all day. But now we have to put up holes in the deck
which is something that we really don't want to do. How many holes do you think we're gonna drill right now? Leave it in the comments below. But we really don't want to put those holes in our boat. Only way we can get these things mounted, we're just doing a dry test right now. Once we get it all fitted up, then we're gonna put all the sealant on.
We're pulling it off another boat. I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, look at it. It's like lined up perfectly.
What do you have left on? I think it looks pretty good. Might be a little tough to bend the ends right where they need to be, but outside of that, it fits really well.
And how much did we save on this?
We saved $1,500 by grabbing these off of a derelict boat. Are you holding it? Like,
yeah.
Is it tight though?
Yeah, it's up against it.
It is. First hole.
We're not done with the tow rails yet, so we're pulling them all up and we've got to pace them all down.
We're putting butyl tape around all of the carriage bolt holes just to keep them watertight, and then we're going to run 2 strips of 5200 on either side of those bolt holes just to give the tow rail more security and grip to the deck.
Less leaks.
Less leaks.
No leaks.
No leaks. Fingers crossed. Action Jackson.
So we are putting beetle tape on the underside of the bolts. One, because we're super paranoid about them leaking. Double duty here. But two, I was informed that it will help prevent galvanic corrosion because these are stainless steel bolts and our tow rail is aluminum. So, facts by Brandy. Technically Beau, but today it's going to be by Brandy.
So our friends let us borrow their impact. It's got this cool little flexi, so it allows us to get pretty close to the hull.
Just being used for my weight today. So today, the role of Brandy is being played by this weight.
Since these tow rails are used, the square hole that prevents the bolt from spinning tend to be not so square. So in order to be able to get the bolt on, or the nut on, we've been using this 35-pound weight. We're just putting one end on it, keep enough pressure to keep it pushed down so we can actually get the nut on.
Wonder who these sexy legs belong to. We're just finishing up the last couple of bolts. And we will be done.
We got the tow rails all done.
All done. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in next week. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more, please tune in over on Patreon. Our link is below. Thanks, guys. See you next week.